Okay, so good morning, all of you. My name is Inder Singh. So we are going to start with the first chapter of New Syllabus 12, Rotational Dynamics. Is I'm audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let us start with the chapter. The chapter it is related to motion. Okay, so first question is what is motion? So if suppose this is an object, if suppose this is an object, this object it is at rest. Okay, this is what an object it is at rest. All of you are able to see my notebook, right? So you can double click on the notebook so that it will be zoomed. Okay, this is what an object. Okay, so this is the position of an object. Suppose this is what A. So what we have to apply to this object to change its position. Okay, so we have to apply what a force. Now which type of force it should be? The force it should be balanced force or unbalanced force.
Unbalanced
Unbalanced.
force.
It should be what an unbalanced force. Okay. If suppose you apply balanced force to an object, that will result into the deformation of the object, right? So we have studied elasticity in 11th standard. So 11th standard में क्या होता था कि जब भी balance forces apply होता था तो that object it shows what deformation. So this type of force it is what an unbalanced force. So whenever an unbalanced force is applied to an object, it is going to change its position, and that new position it will be what suppose B. So we say that the object it is brought into what motion, and that motion it is due to what an unbalanced force. Okay, so the first question is what is motion? So the motion it is what motion it is the change in the position of an object with respect to its surrounding in a given time interval. It is called as what motion. So this is what the change in the position of an object from position A it is changed to position B. Now this motion is carried out for a given interval of time. So time factor is important in the motion. Okay. Now the next question is which type of force is required for this motion? We require external unbalanced force, right? So an external unbalanced force is required for this type of motion. Now, what are the classification of the motion? Okay. So next is how these motions are classified into. The motion it is broadly classified into two categories. The first one it is called as rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion that means what? Translation motion. Translation motion, or it can be also called as what? Straight line motion. Straight line motion, or it can be called as what? Linear motion. Okay, so rectilinear motion, translation motion, straight line motion, linear motion, this is one category of motion where the motion it is what taking place in a straight line. So this is what position A, now it is changed to position B. So this is what a straight line motion, right? The motion it is carried along x axis only or y axis only or z axis only. Okay, the next type of motion it is called as curvilinear motion. Curvilinear motion, or it can also be called as curved path motion. So in curved path motion, if suppose an object it is moving along the curved path, suppose this is what a curved path. So this is the position of an object, the position of an object it is A, it is changing its position to B. Suppose this is a new position of an object B. So the motion it is carried out in a curved path. So this type of motion it is called as what? Curvilinear motion. So now you know that there are two types of motion. The first motion it is called as this linear motion, and the another one is called as curvilinear motion, right? So what are the classification of motion? The first type it is called as rectilinear, linear, translation, or straight line motion. What are the examples of this motion? Yes, lift moving up and down, right? Lift moving up and down. That this is what an example of linear motion. Okay, another example of linear motion.
So car moving on the road.
Okay, car moving on a straight road. If suppose the road it is what straight, then it is called as what a linear motion. And whenever it is going to take a turn on this curved road, okay, so that this will be performing, the car will be performing curvilinear motion in this case. Okay, good. So whenever an object, suppose there is an object which is freely falling under the action of gravity, again that object it is performing what? Linear motion, right? So the example it is elevators which are moving up and down or free fall under the action of gravity. These are the examples of what? Linear motion. And the second category it is what? A curved path motion or curvilinear motion. The example it is what? The car taking turn left or right now. So this is what a curvilinear motion. And what are the things that we are going to study in this chapter? We are going to study two types of motion in detail in this chapter, that is called as rotational motion and circular motion right now. So the example of curvilinear motion will be called as, we will write the examples about circular motion or rotational motion. So rotational motion or circular motion, these are the examples of this curvilinear motion. Okay, so this is the example. So can I change the slide or you have to note the things? You can also take a screenshot of this. Yes, completed all of you?
2 minutes.
Okay.
We're done.
Okay, done with this. Okay. So in this slide, we studied what is motion. So motion, it is nothing but the change in the position of an object in a given time interval. Okay. Object is changing its position continuously with respect to their surrounding, and that is said to be in motion, right? Which type of force is required for the motion is? The answer is external unbalanced force is required, because balanced force will result into deformation of a body, right? And the classification of motion that we studied is rectilinear, linear, translation, straight line. This is one category. And the another category it is curvilinear or curved path motion. Linear motion examples are elevators which are moving up or down, and a free fall of an object under the action of gravity. And circular motion and rotational motion are the examples of curved path motion, right? So which is new to you? The second point, curvilinear motion, it is new, right? You have already studied linear motion in your lower standards, 11th standard, okay, and up to 10th level, you have studied linear motion. What are the things that you studied in linear motion? You studied displacement, right? Another thing, you studied velocity, right? What you studied next? You studied acceleration. What studied next is force, right? You have studied force. Then suppose you studied power. Okay. So these are the terms that you have already studied in the linear motion. So in this chapter, in this only one chapter, you have to study all the curvilinear motions that you have already studied, right? Rectilinear motion, आपको कितना टाइम लगा ये पढ़ने के लिए? ये आपको लगा है 9th स्टैंडर्ड से स्टार्ट किया, 9 10 देन आफ्टर 11 तक आपने लीनियर मोशन पढ़ा है, राइट? कर्विलिनियर मोशन आपको एक ही चैप्टर में यहाँ पे एंड कर रही है. तो the things are about similar. The displacement there is similar to displacement over here. Okay, वहां पे जो velocity था, यहाँ पे वैसे ही similar velocity है, दूसरा उसका कुछ दूसरा नाम है, right? वहां पे जो acceleration था, यहाँ पे दूसरा acceleration है, and these are called as angular terms. Okay, so these are called as analogous quantities. What are analogous quantities? Analogous quantities मतलब वो quantities जो similarity देता है linear motion में और curvilinear motion में. लीनियर मोशन में और कर्विलिनियर मोशन में जो फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज सिमिलैरिटी देते हैं, that is called as what? Analogous quantities. So let us study in detail these things. So in the next slide we are having a table. Okay, तो पहला पार्ट क्या है? रेक्टिलिनियर मोशन का, दूसरा पार्ट है कर्विलिनियर मोशन का, और तीसरा पार्ट है अगर उनके बीच में कोई रिलेशन एग्जिस्ट होता है तो वी हैव टू राइट दैट रिलेशन. ओके, so physical quantities. What are physical quantities? The physical quantities means the quantities which can be measured. Okay, that is called as physical quantity. So quantities which can be measured. Measured means it will have some unit, right? So it will have some amount of formula for measurement. But जो fundamental quantities है उसके कोई formulas available नहीं है, वो direct calculate करना पड़ता है, right? Derived quantities के हमारे पास में formulas रहेंगे. Okay, so we will be having a symbol of each and every term. The first physical quantity it is what? Linear displacement. तो अभी हम लोग सिर्फ displacement नहीं बोलेंगे, सिर्फ displacement नहीं बोलेंगे. क्यों? क्योंकि वो linear motion में है. So that's why it will be called as what? Linear displacement. So anybody remembering the symbol of linear displacement? Linear
Yes.
is S. Okay, the symbol of linear displacement is S. Okay, so the symbol it is S. So it is a vector quantity. That's why it is called as what? S bar. Okay, that arrow represent what? A vector quantity. What is vector quantity? वो quantity जिसके पास में magnitude भी है और direction भी है, right? So this is what a linear displacement. तो physical quantity linear motion में पहला physical quantity है linear displacement. उसका analogous quantity क्या होगा? दूसरा physical quantity in curvilinear motion. This will be called as linear displacement in this case, and this is called as angular displacement in another case. Ready or not? देखो ये जो नोटबुक की तरफ देखो, ये जो A है, okay, this is what object changing its position from A to B. Okay, so this is called as what? Displacement. Which type of displacement is? Linear displacement. Now if suppose this is what the motion is taking part in what? A curved path. So this is what? A. Okay, this is what? B. Now kitna displace kiya? This won't will be represented linearly. It will be represented in terms of an angle. So if suppose this is what? A center. So ये उसका पहला, the first one it is what? ये पहला उसका position है A का. Next position it is what? This is the next position. So how much is an angle between these two? So इतना angle trace हो गया, right? And this is called as what? Angular displacement. What this is called as? Angular displacement. What this is called as? Linear displacement. Right now. So whenever an object changes its position in a curved path, so the angle present at the center of this curved path, it is called as what? Angular displacement. So you are able to see the difference, right? So linear displacement is not denoted by S bar. What angular displacement it will be denoted by? It will be denoted by theta bar. Getting or not? अभी आपको पता है, if suppose this theta it is what? Very small. Okay, this is what? S, the length of the arc, and R is the radius of the circle, right? And theta is the angle. So what is the relation between S, R and theta? You know this by geometry.
S
S
is
is
equal
equal
to
to
S is equal to R theta.
S is equal to R theta. Right now. Now the relation between S and theta. What should be the relation? S is equal to R theta. Right now, the third column relation. But S it is what? A vector quantity, right? थीटा इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, तो आपको इसको रिप्रेजेंट करना है इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. ओके, सो हाउ टू रिप्रेजेंट इट? देखो s को क्या लिखोगे आप? s बार. ओके, सो दिस व्हाट एन s बार, देन इक्वल टू साइन, देन this should be what? Theta bar. Okay, then there is what? R. So R is a vector quantity or not? R means what? A radius. Okay, क्या आपने कभी रेडियस वेक्टर का नाम सुना है? रेडियस वेक्टर.
हाँ सर.
ओके, तो रेडियस वेक्टर है. ओके, अब हम पढ़ेंगे, ये थोड़ा आगे वाले स्लाइड्स में है रेडियस वेक्टर. सो रेडियस वेक्टर क्या होता है? रेडियस वेक्टर ये होता है. रेडियस वेक्टर मतलब अ वेक्टर which is drawn from the center along the radius towards the particle. कैसे? From the center along the radius towards the particle. This is called as radius vector. Okay, that is called as what? A radius vector. And that radius vector is denoted by r bar. So there will be what? An r bar will be there, right? अभी ये वेक्टर क्वांटिटी हो गया. वेक्टर क्वांटिटी के बीच में क्या लिखना चाहिए आपके हिसाब से? डॉट प्रोडक्ट या क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट? डॉट लिखो, डॉट लिखो या क्रॉस लिखो? क्रॉस. क्यों क्रॉस क्यों लिखना है?
ये प्रोडक्ट वेक्टर है.
क्योंकि इसका जो आंसर है, ये जो आंसर है s, ये क्या है? वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है. ओके, सो इसलिए वेक्टर प्रोडक्ट आएगा. तो अगर आंसर इट इज व्हाट? अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, तो यहाँ पे डॉट प्रोडक्ट आना चाहिए. अभी मैंने थीटा बार क्रॉस आर बार लिखा है, क्या मैं आर बार क्रॉस थीटा बार लिख सकता हूँ क्या? आर बार क्रॉस थीटा बार इज इक्वल टू एस बार, ऐसे लिख सकते हैं क्या?
नहीं.
Because the direction it is what? Changing. Abhi, the thing is how to get the direction. How to get the direction? Okay, so if suppose this is what? A bar. Okay, this is what? B bar. So what we want to get is B bar cross A bar. Suppose what we want to get is B bar cross A bar. So इसका जो direction है B bar cross A bar, it will be given by what? A right hand thumb rule. So right hand thumb rule के हिसाब से आप right hand consider कीजिए. So this is what a right hand. Okay, right hand का पहला curved fingers आपको किस पे रखना है? B पे रखना है. और उसके बाद में this is what? B bar cross A bar. So B से A की तरफ लेके जाना है, तो thumb is going to represent the direction of B bar cross A bar. Okay, so the thumb is going to represent in upward direction. So B से जब भी आप A के डायरेक्शन में जाओगे, B bar cross A bar, you will get the direction like this. This is what B bar cross A bar. Okay, yes or no? और जब भी आप उल्टा जाओगे, A bar cross B bar. So A bar cross B bar क्या रहेगा? First आपको curve fingers कहाँ पे रखना रहेंगे? A bar पे. Then you have to move towards what? B bar. Okay, you have to consider right hand. Okay, so जब भी thumb represent करेगा in downward direction. So this is what the direction. This is A bar cross B bar. Okay, so these two vectors are not equal because they are opposite in direction. Yes or no? Now the thing is, what to write then? Theta bar cross R bar लिखना है या R bar cross theta bar लिखना है? So इसके लिए भी आपको direction देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? So what is the direction? If suppose this is what a particle which is performing circular motion in anti-clockwise direction. Suppose ये anti-clockwise direction में circular motion perform कर रहा है. अभी what is this? This what a radius. Radius vector क्या रहेगा? Vector drawn from the center along the radius towards the particle. Okay, so this is what? R bar. What is the direction of theta bar? Theta bar direction, it is what? Upwards. Theta bar direction, it is what? Upwards. So this is what? An upward direction. So what is the direction of displacement? Linear displacement. Linear displacement का direction क्या रहेगा? Linear displacement direction, it will be like this. This is what a linear displacement direction S bar, which is in the plane of the S. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है? अगर suppose मैं दूसरा diagram आपको बना के बताऊं, so ये particle के साथ में जा रहा है. This is what the linear displacement S. This is what a linear displacement S. ये perpendicular है like this. Theta bar, it is like this. It is perpendicular to the paper. Okay, theta bar, it is what? Perpendicular to the paper and coming outwards. So this is what theta bar. and r bar it is what? Towards the particle r bar. So what we want to get is the direction of s. What we want, आंसर में क्या चाहिए अपने को? s bar. ठीक है, तो थीटा बार मतलब ऐसे ऐसे आपको राइट हैंड आपको सीधा रखना. दिस रिप्रेजेंट व्हाट? द डायरेक्शन ऑफ थीटा. थीटा से फिर यू हैव टू मूव टुवर्ड्स व्हाट? आर, बिकॉज आर डायरेक्शन इज दिस, राइट? So the thumb is giving you the direction of what? S. Okay, so theta bar cross r bar, it is equal to what? S bar. So what S bar is equal to? Theta bar cross r bar. Okay, if you consider the another way, r bar cross theta bar. So r bar मतलब नीचे के डायरेक्शन में, r bar in this direction the theta is r is sorry, और थीटा कहाँ पर है? ऊपर वाले डायरेक्शन में. So r bar क्रॉस थीटा, ये थंब क्या हो जाएगा? ये डायरेक्शन में जाएगा, राइट साइड में जाएगा, जो कि गलत है, राइट? s क्या है? लेफ्ट साइड में. सो इसीलिए s बार इज इक्वल टू थीटा बार क्रॉस r बार. ओके, सो आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड द रिलेशन. s is equal to r theta. This is what the this magnitude relation, but the vector relation it is what? S bar is equal to theta bar cross r bar. समझ में आया सबको? राइट? Yes, all of you, you understood this? S bar is equal to theta bar cross r bar. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So linear displacement, we studied the first physical quantity, linear displacement. इसका analogous quantity it is what? Angular displacement. Here it is denoted by s bar. There it is denoted by what? Theta bar. And the relation between a linear motion and curvilinear motion is s bar is equal to theta bar cross r bar. Okay, s bar is equal to theta bar cross r bar. What should be the unit of this s? ऐसा unit बताओ. Unit क्या रहेगा इसका?
Meters.
Meter. What should be the SI unit of this angle? Theta?
Radian.
Radian.
Radian. Okay, so this will be measured in meter. This will be measured in radians. Okay. So next physical quantity now. So next physical quantity it is linear velocity. Okay. Now what linear velocity it is denoted by? Linear velocity it is denoted by, yes, v bar, right? Yes or no? Linear velocity it is denoted by what? V bar. Now what is the definition of linear velocity? Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Okay, अभी कौन सा displacement रहेगा यहाँ पे? Linear displacement. So this will be rate of change of linear displacement with respect to time. Okay, so v bar will be equal to ds bar divided by dt. What this represent? There is a change in the displacement with respect to time. Change in the displacement with respect to time. इसको क्या पढ़ते हैं? It is what? Rate of change of displacement with respect to time. Mathematics में ये क्या होता है? Derivative of s with respect to time. Yes or no? So what linear velocity का क्या रहेगा? Symbol v, और उसका फॉर्मूला रहेगा ds upon dt, right now? V bar it is equal to ds bar divided by dt. फिर से बोलो, what is the definition of linear velocity? Rate of change of linear displacement with respect to time. What is the definition of linear velocity? Rate of change of linear displacement with respect to time. Now here it is linear. What यहाँ पर क्या रहेगा curvilinear में? It will be angular velocity. Yes or no? So linear velocity का analogous quantity क्या है? Angular velocity. So what v? It is what denoted by v. Here it will be denoted by omega. What it will be denoted by? Omega. Okay. This is what v. Here it will be denoted by what? Omega bar. Okay, because v is a vector quantity, तो उसका analogous quantity भी vector होगा. Okay. ये क्या फॉर्मूला क्या है इसका? Rate of change of linear displacement with respect to time. इसका क्या रहेगा? Rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time. What angular velocity will be equal to? Rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time. मतलब कैसे लिखेंगे इसको? d theta bar divided by dt. Yes or no? Getting or not? So what angular velocity will be equal to? Omega bar, it is equal to d theta bar divided by dt. Angular velocity is defined as rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time. Okay. Now what will be the relation between v and omega? अभी ऊपर वाला देखो, ऊपर वाला टर्म क्या है? s. इसी को क्या करना अपने को डिफरेंशिएट करना विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम. ओके, सो s का डेरिवेटिव क्या रहेगा यहाँ पे v. सो यहाँ पे s की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा v. LHS को डिफरेंशिएट किया मतलब RHS को भी डिफरेंशिएट करना पड़ेगा. d थीटा बाई dt को डिफरेंशिएट करोगे तो क्या आएगा ओमेगा. तो क्या रिलेशन बनेगा v इज इक्वल टू ओमेगा बार क्रॉस r बार. राइट ना, v बार इट इज इक्वल टू ओमेगा बार क्रॉस r बार. ये समझ में आया सेकेंड वाला क्वांटिटी, राइट? Yes or no? Now, this is what the first physical quantity was linear displacement. Second is what angular displacement. हमने पढ़ा कि जो linear displacement है s बार, इसका एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी है थीटा बार. जो linear velocity है v बार, इसका एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या है ओमेगा बार. ओके, now what is v bar? It is the rate of change of linear displacement with respect to time. What is angular velocity omega bar? It is equal to rate of change of angular displacement with respect to time. Okay, and this v bar it is equal to omega bar cross r bar. This is the relation between these two analogous quantities. What should be the next analogous quantity? Displacement हो गया, velocity हो गया, अभी next क्या आएगा?
Acceleration. Linear.
Linear acceleration. उसको क्या पढ़ेंगे हम लोग? Linear acceleration, because it belongs to linear motion category. So next it is what linear acceleration. So linear acceleration, it is denoted by what symbol? A bar, right? It is denoted by what? A bar, because it is about a vector quantity. Now this A bar, what it will be equal to? dv bar divided by dt. What dv bar divided by dt means? Rate of change of linear velocity with respect to time. Okay, so what A bar it is equal to? Rate of change of linear velocity with respect to time, right? Now this is what the A linear acceleration. यहाँ पर क्या आएगा उसका curvilinear motion में?
Angular acceleration.
Angular acceleration. Very good. This will be what an angular acceleration. Now this is what A bar. Okay, देखो ये थीटा है, ये ओमेगा है. Next क्या आएगा इसमें? Alpha. Okay, angular acceleration it is denoted by what? Alpha bar. Now what will be the formula of alpha bar? यहाँ पे क्या है? It is the rate of change of linear velocity with respect to time. यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? Rate of change of angular velocity with respect to time. Angular velocity मतलब क्या? Omega. So alpha bar it is equal to d omega bar divided by dt. ठीक है? Next is what the relation. चलो बताओ relation क्या आएगा? यहाँ पे था s is equal to theta bar cross r bar. इधर क्या रहेगा? v bar is equal to omega bar cross r bar. यहाँ क्या रहेगा? Next वाले में a bar equals
Alpha bar into R bar.
alpha bar cross r bar. क्या पढ़ते हो उसको? a bar equals alpha bar cross r bar. Okay, so this is what the relation between a linear acceleration and angular acceleration. A bar is equal to alpha bar cross r bar. Okay, चलो ठीक है, फिर से यूनिट्स के बारे में बात करते हैं. s का यूनिट क्या था? मीटर. v का यूनिट क्या है?
Meter per second.
मीटर पर सेकेंड. एक्सेलरेशन का यूनिट क्या है?
मीटर पर सेकंड.
ओके, तो देखो ये मीटर, फर्स्ट वाला मीटर, दूसरा वाला इट इज डिनोटेड बाय टाइम, डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम, सो मीटर पर सेकंड, एंड द थर्ड वन इट इज व्हाट? मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. नाउ व्हाट नेक्स्ट? दिस एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट थीटा, इसका क्या था? रेडियन. इसका यूनिट क्या रहेगा? रेडियन पर सेकंड. इसका यूनिट क्या रहेगा? रेडियन पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. समझ में आ रहा? तो मीटर इट इज गेटिंग चेंज टू व्हाट? रेडियन इन दिस केस. मतलब आपको फाइंड करने के लिए एनालॉगस क्वांटिटीज में. ओके, डिस्प्लेसमेंट का मीटर है तो यहाँ पे एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट का रेडियंस है. वेलोसिटी का मीटर पर सेकंड है, एंगुलर वेलोसिटी का रेडियन पर सेकंड है. लीनियर एक्सेलरेशन का मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर है, एंगुलर एक्सेलरेशन का रेडियन पर सेकंड स्क्वायर है. समझ में आ रहा ना? एंड व्हाट इज द रिलेशन बिटवीन लीनियर मोशन एंड कर्वीलिनियर मोशन? देयर इज जस्ट अ मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ वन फैक्टर, दैट इज व्हाट? r. तो लीनियर डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज angular displacement cross radius vector. Linear velocity is angular velocity cross radius vector. Linear acceleration is angular acceleration cross radius vector. So these are the some physical quantities: linear displacement, linear velocity, and linear acceleration. आगे हम लोग क्या पढ़ेंगे? Mass. Okay. So mass is a fundamental quantity, right? Fundamental quantities like temperature, length, mass, time. These are the quantities which do not have any formula. This should be what? Measured directly, right now. So this should be measured directly. So this linear displacement is denoted by what? S bar. What mass will be denoted by? It will be denoted by M, capital M. Okay, it will be denoted by what? M. तो यहाँ पे मास है, देखो मास को क्या बोल सकते हैं? इनर्शिया. So inertia you know na, according to Newton's first law, right? Every object which is at rest will continue to be in rest. Object which is in motion will continue to be in motion unless and until some external unbalanced force is applied to that object, which changes its state of inertia, right now. So it is the mass. This is what a mass, जो ऑब्जेक्ट को मोशन में ही रखता है हमेशा, या फिर जो ऑब्जेक्ट रुका है तो उसको रुका हुआ ही रखता है, राइट? वो उसका क्या है? पर्टिकुलर मास. ओके, सो मास को हम इनर्शिया भी कहते हैं. तो यहाँ पे इसको इनर्शिया कहते हैं. यहाँ पे कर्विलिनियर मोशन में उसको क्या कहते हैं? उसको कहते हैं मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. क्या कहते हैं उसको? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का दूसरा नाम क्या है? रोटेशनल इनर्शिया. रोटेशनल इनर्शिया और मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. नाउ हियर इट इज डिनोटेड बाय m, हियर इट इज डिनोटेड बाय I. ओके, तो ये रोटेशनल मोशन में हम लोग डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. अभी के लिए सिर्फ इसका फॉर्मूला आप देख लो. कैपिटल I it is equal to integration of r square multiplied by dm, where dm is a small mass, or it can be written as what? Summation of mi ri square. Okay, if suppose this is what an object, this is what an object जो कि रोटेशनल मोशन परफॉर्म कर रहा है. ओके, सो दिस इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट व्हिच इज परफॉर्मिंग रोटेशनल मोशन. ये उसका एक्सिस है, ये वाला एक्सिस पे वो रोटेशनल मोशन परफॉर्म कर रहा है, ये वाला एक्सिस पे वो गोल 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 घूम रहा है. ओके, तो इसका टोटल मास कैपिटल M है. नाउ आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट द टोटल मास. मैं छोटा 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 पार्टिकल कंसीडर करता हूँ. दिस इज व्हाट अ वेरी स्मॉल स्मॉल पार्टिकल्स व्हिच आई टेक इनटू कंसीडरेशन. तो फर्स्ट वाला मास क्या है? M1. इसका डिस्टेंस क्या है फ्रॉम द एक्सिस? R1. सेकेंड मास क्या है? M2. इसका डिस्टेंस क्या है? R2. थर्ड वाला मास क्या है? सपोज दिस इज व्हाट M3 मास, और इसका डिस्टेंस कितना है फ्रॉम द एक्सिस? R3. सो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का क्या फॉर्मूला है? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का फॉर्मूला है समेशन ऑफ mi ri square. दैट मींस m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square. वैसे सपोज n नंबर ऑफ मासेस है तो mn rn square. This is what the moment of inertia formula is, capital I formula is. Okay, so just you have to remember in this table कि m का एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या होता है? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया I. वो क्या होता है, उसका फॉर्मूला कैसे आया, वो सब हम लोग आगे पढ़ेंगे. ठीक है ना? so this is what, just remember that लीनियर मोशन में मास, कर्विलिनियर मोशन में क्या? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया I. okay, capital I. next is what? linear momentum. You know now momentum. Momentum it is denoted by which symbol?
P.
P. Very good. P. So what is momentum? P. It is equal to mass into velocity, right? Mass into velocity. So P it is equal to mass into velocity. So what do you think? This P should be vector quantity or scalar quantity? It should be a vector quantity because velocity is a vector quantity. तो यहाँ पे velocity is a vector quantity. Okay. तो इन दोनों के बीच में क्या रहना चाहिए? m और v बार के बीच में
कुछ नहीं
रहना चाहिए, बिकॉज मास इट इज व्हाट अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी. यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हो मास इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, तो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया इज आल्सो व्हाट अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी. आर यू गेटिंग और नॉट? दिस इज व्हाट अ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, दिस इज व्हाट अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी. मास इट इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी. तो इसके लिए एनालॉगस क्वांटिटीज भी क्या होते हैं? अगर स्केलर है तो उसका एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी भी क्या रहेगा? स्केलर. यहाँ पे दिस इज व्हाट अ वेक्टर, तो उसका एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी भी क्या रहेगा? वेक्टर. ओके, सो कुछ नहीं रहेगा बीच में. लीनियर मोमेंटम इट इज डिनोटेड बाय p, and p bar it is equal to m into v bar. Okay, p bar it is equal to m into v bar. This is the formula. Now यहाँ पे लीनियर मोमेंटम इधर क्या रहना चाहिए आपके हिसाब से? Linear will be replaced by angular. Okay, it will be angular momentum. Now angular momentum it is denoted by L bar, suppose capital L bar. Okay, angular momentum it is denoted by capital L bar. So what capital L bar will be equal to? What is the analogous quantity of mass? I, capital I, right? What is the analogous quantity of V? It is what? Omega. So I into omega. L bar will be equal to I omega bar. Right now, this is what an analogous quantity. L bar it is equal to I omega bar. This is what the angular momentum. Getting or not? Formula. What is the relation between this L and P? You can remember this L bar, it is equal to R bar cross P bar. L bar it is equal to what? R bar cross P bar. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो R bar पीछे है, this S, V और A में R क्या है? पीछे है. L में क्या है? R bar आगे है. Okay, so again this is what? This is what according to right hand thumb rule. This is obtained according to right hand thumb rule to get a proper direction of what? L bar. Getting or not? Up to this much is clear, right? What should be the unit of mass? M. क्या? kg, right? So mass का unit क्या रहेगा? kg. Moment of inertia का unit क्या रहेगा? According to this formula, you tell mass and square of the distance. kg meter square, right? So इसका unit क्या रहेगा? I का kg meter square. Linear momentum का क्या रहेगा? Linear momentum का क्या रहेगा unit? kg
मीटर पर सेकंड.
kg मीटर पर सेकेंड. L बार का क्या रहेगा? L बार का रहेगा, P तो है, kg मीटर पर सेकेंड है, लेकिन और एक मीटर उससे मल्टीप्लाई हो रहा है, तो kg मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकेंड, राइट? kg मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकेंड, it will be the SI unit of what? L bar. Okay, now the next one. Next is what? Force. So all of you know what is force. Force is equal to, formula it is what? F is equal to mass into acceleration, right? So linear motion में उसको force कहते हैं. Now force वही है जो linear motion perform करने के काम आता है, right? ना external unbalanced force, so that force. So what is this? F bar it is equal to m into a bar. What is this? Rate of change of linear momentum with respect to time. Rate of change of linear momentum with respect to time. Now what is this linear momentum? The derivative of p bar, d by dt of p bar. What is d by dt of p bar? P bar का formula लिखेंगे. d by dt of p bar का formula क्या है? m into v bar. Now mass of an object does not changes with respect to time, so mass क्या रहेगा? Constant. तो ये बाहर आ जाएगा. Mass will be outside. What this is? dv bar divided by dt. And you all know this dv bar, the rate of change of linear velocity with respect to time, it is called as acceleration, ma bar, right? Now so f bar, the derivative of momentum with respect to time, f bar, it is nothing but mass into acceleration a bar, right? Now ये कैसे आया है? This is according to Newton's first law, Newton's second law. Okay, f bar it is equal to dp bar divided by dt. Getting or not? यहाँ पे फोर्स है, तो यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा? सो कर्वीलिनियर मोशन में कर्व्ड पाथ में मूव करने के लिए उसको टॉर्क चाहिए रहता है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज टॉर्क. तो यहाँ पे रहता है फोर्स, यहाँ पे क्या रहता है? उसका टॉर्क. ओके, कितना उसका टॉर्क है? ज्यादा टॉर्क वाले ये जो व्हील्स होते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? मोर पावरफुल, राइट? नाउ सो अगर सर्कुलर मोशन परफॉर्म करना है, रोटेशनल मोशन परफॉर्म करना है और उसका पावर फाइंड करना है, सो इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ व्हाट? टॉर्क. सो व्हाट टॉर्क विल बी इक्वल टू टाउ विल बी इक्वल टू, देखो यहाँ पे F, तो टॉर्क इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय टाउ. यहाँ पे क्या है? F, तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा टाउ बार, इट इज इक्वल टू d बाई dt ऑफ, यहाँ पे P बार है. व्हाट P बार विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड एज? P बार का एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या है?
L bar.
L bar, angular momentum. Okay, so L bar, so tau bar का फॉर्मूला क्या आएगा? Tau bar will be equal to dl bar divided by dt, right? Now dl bar divided by dt. Okay, next is the relation. So आपको तो पता है ना टॉर्क और फोर्स का क्या रिलेशन है? टॉर्क इज इक्वल टू फोर्स मल्टीप्लाइड बाय परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस. You know this, right? Torque is equal to force multiplied by perpendicular distance. So torque is equal to force multiplied by perpendicular distance. Suppose perpendicular distance, that is what? R. So what this all are what? Vector quantity. Tau भी vector quantity है, force भी vector quantity है, और radius भी vector quantity है, R bar. So this is what the relation. Tau bar it is equal to R bar cross F bar. ठीक है, तो याद रखना कि एस वी और ए में ही ये आर बार पीछे है, ठीक है, एस वी और ए में दिस आर बार it is on the right side, and L bar or tau bar में this radius vector it is on the left side. Getting or not? Next is what work. Now what work done it is equal to
Fs.
force into displacement. Very good. So work done it is what force into displacement. Work done it is a vector quantity or scalar quantity.
Vector quantity.
नहीं. Work done it is a scalar quantity. Okay. So work done it is a scalar quantity. Force and displacement, these are what vector quantities. Okay. So F bar और S bar और दोनों के बीच में क्या लिखना चाहिए फिर अभी डॉट या क्रॉस? We should write dot. Okay. क्यों डॉट लिखना चाहिए दोनों के बीच में? Because इसका आंसर क्या आने वाला है? इसका आंसर आने वाला है scalar quantity. Getting or not? So W it is equal to F bar dot S bar. This is what a work done. So यहाँ पे वर्क डन है, वहां पे क्या रहेगा? वहां पर भी सेम रहेगा वर्क डन. ओके, बट उसका फॉर्मूला अलग रहेगा. उसका फॉर्मूला इट विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड इन एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी. सो व्हाट फोर्स का एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या है? टाउ, राइट? देखो ना, फोर्स का एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या है? टॉर्क. सो दिस इज व्हाट टाउ बार डॉट व्हाट विल बी द एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी ऑफ एस बार? एस बार एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी इट इज थीटा बार. सो टाउ बार डॉट थीटा बार. So work done का क्या फॉर्मूला बनेगा? Work done will be equal to tau bar dot theta bar. So is there any change in this physical quantity? इधर linear motion है, work done. Curvilinear motion में भी क्या है? Work done. Right ना? तो same है ना दोनों? So there won't will be any relation. Okay, there won't will be any relation. Next physical quantity, it is what? Power. Next physical quantity, it is what? Power. Okay. So power का क्या फॉर्मूला रहता है? Power is equal to what? Power is equal to work done divided by time, na? Power it is equal to work done divided by time. Power equals work done divided by time. So work done divided by time मतलब derivative of work done with respect to time. Yes or no? Now suppose work done divided by time. Work done क्या है? F bar dot S bar divided by time. Suppose this time it is denoted by divided by S bar. So S bar divided by time कितना हो जाएगा? S bar divided by time हो जाएगा V bar. So this will be F bar dot V bar. Power का क्या फॉर्मूला आएगा? Power will be denoted by capital P. Linear momentum it is denoted by small p. Power it is denoted by capital P. Okay. So what capital P power it is equal to rate of change of work done with respect to time. Okay. Or we can write it is what work done divided by time directly. So derivative of work done with respect to time क्या रहेगा? ये force, suppose this derivative it is with respect to s. So this will be F bar dot V bar. Again, power it is what? A scalar quantity. Power is not a vector quantity. Scalar quantity है, इसके लिए बीच में क्या आ गया? Dot product. Okay. तो यहाँ पे पावर है लीनियर मोशन में, कर्विलिनियर मोशन में भी पावर ही रहेगा. जैसे वर्क डन के लिए वर्क डन यहाँ पर भी सेम, यहाँ पर भी सेम, तो पावर इधर दोनों जगह पे सेम. अगेन पावर का क्या फॉर्मूला आएगा? पावर इज इक्वल टू वर्क डन डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम. Power it is equal to what? Work done divided by time. Okay. Power again the same formula, work done divided by time, but इसका एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी आएगा. बोलो एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी ऑफ F बार क्या था? टाउ बार. ओके. एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी ऑफ दिस V बार क्या रहेगा? ओमेगा बार. So this will be tau bar dot omega bar, and both the quantities are same, power. So there won't will Is all of you completed? आशीष हो गया क्या?
नहीं हुआ। पर एफ इधर स्मॉल भी है, कैपिटल रहता है ना।
हाँ इट्स ओके, कैपिटल एफ स्मॉलर चलेगा।
डन।
ओके
एक मिनट सर, एक मिनट कर रहा हूँ।
ओके करो।
हो गया मेरा भी।
सबका हो गया लिख के?
हाँ सर।
ओके सो अभी हम लोग बात करेंगे ये फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज के एसआई यूनिट्स के बारे में, ठीक है ना। सो द फर्स्ट इज व्हाट? लीनियर डिस्प्लेसमेंट। लीनियर डिस्प्लेसमेंट symbol it is what? S. Okay, linear displacement symbol is what? S. What will be the SI unit of this S? S का SI यूनिट क्या रहेगा? मीटर्स, ठीक है। एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट का SI यूनिट क्या रहेगा? दिस व्हाट एन एंगल, तो इसका SI यूनिट क्या रहेगा?
रेडियन।
रेडियंस, ठीक है ना। तो यहाँ पे याद रखो कि ये जो मीटर है लीनियर मोशन में वो रेडियंस बन जाता है कर्विलिनियर मोशन में, ठीक है। जैसे कि यहाँ पे वेलोसिटी v इज इक्वल टू डी एस बाई डी टी, क्या यूनिट है इसका? मीटर पर सेकेंड। इसका यूनिट क्या रहेगा? ओमेगा का, रेडियन पर सेकेंड। ओके, यहाँ पे मीटर पर सेकेंड, यहाँ पे क्या? रेडियन पर सेकेंड। दिस व्हाट एन एक्सेलरेशन, हियर इट इज व्हाट? मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, राइट। एक्सेलरेशन क्या होता है? मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। यहाँ पे क्या हो जाता है? इट इज व्हाट? रेडियन पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, गेटिंग और नॉट? तो मीटर रेडियन, मीटर पर सेकेंड रेडियन पर सेकेंड, मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर रेडियन पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। अंडरस्टूड दिस मच और नॉट? ओके, मास, मास का ऐसा यूनिट क्या होता है? केजी। मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का क्या रहेगा? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, दिस व्हाट अ मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया। ये फॉर्मूला कंसीडर करो, मास इनटू स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंस, मतलब केजी मीटर स्क्वायर। मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया का क्या आएगा? केजी मीटर स्क्वायर। समझ में आ रहा ना? केजी, यहाँ पे ऐसा यूनिट, यहाँ पे ऐसा यूनिट क्या? केजी मीटर स्क्वायर। यहाँ पे ऐसा यूनिट क्या रहेगा? केजी। वेलोसिटी का क्या? मीटर पर सेकेंड। सो क्या रहेगा इसका ऐसा यूनिट? केजी मीटर पर सेकेंड। यहाँ पे क्या बन जाएगा? ये वाला रिलेशन कंसीडर करो, केजी मीटर पर सेकेंड पहले से था, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय व्हाट? वन मोर मीटर विच इज व्हाट? आर। तो क्या रहेगा? केजी मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकेंड, kg मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकेंड, राइट। नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट फोर्स, फोर्स का ऐसा यूनिट क्या रहेगा, न्यूटन। टॉर्क का क्या बनेगा, ये वाले फॉर्मूले के हिसाब से क्या बनेगा बताओ,
न्यूटन मीटर। न्यूटन
न्यूटन
मीटर।
मीटर। ओके, टॉर्क का क्या बनेगा, न्यूटन मीटर। नाउ वर्क डन इट इज व्हाट मेजर्ड इन जूल्स, पावर इट इज मेजर्ड इन व्हाट, जूल्स पर सेकेंड। फिजिक्स 1 में ज्यादातर पावर का यूनिट क्या लिखेंगे, जूल्स पर सेकेंड। फिजिक्स 2 में जब भी करंट वोल्टेज का टाइम बात चलेगा तो पावर विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड इन व्हाट, वैट। पावर विल बी रिप्रेजेंटेड इन वैट इन दैट केस। In physics 1 most generally power it is measured in what, joules per second. Okay, next is what, impulse। अभी impulse बताओ क्या रहेगा, force it is what, newton। Okay,
न्यूटन सेकंड।
न्यूटन सेकेंड। यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा, impulse multiplied by this meter is there, so newton meter second, what it will be, newton meter second। या फिर न्यूटन को आप kg मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर में लिख सकते हो, तो क्या हो जाएगा, kg मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर, right, kg meter square per second square। Again this what, energy, energy and work done are equivalent। Work done is, it is measured in what, joules, so this kinetic energy will also be measured in what, joules। getting or not, right। ऐसा यूनिट्स लिखा है इसका, फर्स्ट वाले का ऐसा यूनिट क्या लिखोगे, मीटर, एस का मीटर। यहाँ पे थीटा पे क्या लिखोगे, रेडियन। वेलोसिटी पे क्या लिखोगे, मीटर पर सेकेंड। ओमेगा पे क्या लिखोगे, रेडियंस पर सेकेंड। एक्सेलरेशन पे क्या लिखोगे, मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। अल्फा पे रेडियन पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर। मास पे इट इज व्हाट, केजी। मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया केजी मीटर स्क्वायर। लीनियर मोमेंटम केजी मीटर पर सेकेंड। एंगुलर मोमेंटम केजी मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकेंड। फोर्स न्यूटन, टॉर्क न्यूटन मीटर, वर्क डन जूल्स, पावर जूल्स पर सेकेंड। linear impulse newton second, angular impulse newton meter second। again last kinetic energy, it will be what, it will be joules, right। so this is the complete table which gives you the idea that we are going to study now। This rotational dynamics, it can be classified into two parts। the first part, it is the study of circular motion, and the second part is the study of rotational motion, ठीक है ना। तो सर्कुलर मोशन में वी आर गोइंग टू सी दिस थ्री फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज फर्स्ट। तो सर्कुलर मोशन में हमें ये तीन फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज पढ़ना है, रोटेशनल मोशन में आगे के तीन पढ़ना है। ओके, दिस आई, एल, टॉर्क, एंड दिस रोटेशनल काइनेटिक एनर्जी, दिस वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड। ओके, रोटेशनल काइनेटिक एनर्जी, आई, एल एंड टॉर्क। ओके, बाकी के वर्क डन, पावर, इम्पल्स, ये आपको एग्जांपल दिया है कि कैसे लीनियर और कर्वीलिनियर मोशन में कैटेगराइजेशन होता है, राइट ना। So next is the question that this is what analogous quantities, s and theta, these are what analogous quantity। linear motion में उसको linear displacement बोलते हैं, curvilinear motion में उसको angular displacement बोलते हैं, ठीक है। so the next question is what are analogous quantities। so what are analogous quantities, the analogous quantities are the physical quantities। physical quantities मतलब क्या, the quantities which can be measured। okay, so the quantities which can be measured and which shows similar reflection between linear motion and curvilinear motion, these are called as what, analogous quantities। so the physical quantities which show similar function between translation motion and curvilinear motion, between linear motion and curvilinear motion, that is called as what, analogous quantity। analogous quantity of force, क्या है analogous quantity of force,
Torque.
torque is the analogous quantity of force, very good। analogous quantity of mass, it is what, moment of inertia, I।
Moment of inertia।
good, good, very good। okay, so these are what analogous quantities। so can we write kinematical equations in curvilinear motion according to the analogous quantities। पहले हमें देखना है कि kinematical equations आपको याद है क्या linear motion के, कितने kinematical equations होते हैं, तीन। okay, so the first one is s is equal to ut plus half at square, right। so this we have to represent in terms of what, vector। so what is the first one, s bar equals u bar t plus half a bar t square। okay, this is what, linear displacement s bar। this is what, initial velocity। initial velocity इसलिए it is represented by what, u। this is what, linear acceleration, it is represented by what, a। so these three are vector quantities, इसलिए यहाँ पे बार बार है। और this time it is a scalar quantity, तो एक वेक्टर है, दूसरा स्केलर है, इसके लिए इन दोनों के बीच में डॉट प्रोडक्ट भी नहीं है, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट भी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है इन दोनों के बीच में, दिस इज अ नॉर्मल मल्टीप्लिकेशन। गेटिंग और नॉट? सो एस इज इक्वल टू यूटी प्लस हाफ इट स्क्वायर, ये पहला काइनेमेटिकल इक्वेशन है लीनियर मोशन का। दूसरा है v स्क्वायर इक्वल्स u स्क्वायर प्लस 2as। नाउ v इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, बट बार नहीं लिखा। क्यों नहीं लिखा? बिकॉज इसका स्क्वायर है, तो स्क्वायर ऑफ अ वेक्टर इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी। सिमिलरली u का स्क्वायर है, तो स्क्वायर ऑफ अ वेक्टर इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, इसलिए यहाँ पे बार नहीं है। तो दिस व्हाट अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, ये स्केलर क्वांटिटी है, और यहाँ पर इसका जो आंसर आना चाहिए a और s को मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद जो आंसर आना चाहिए वो भी क्या रहना चाहिए? स्केलर क्वांटिटी होना चाहिए। तो इसीलिए इन दोनों के बीच में क्या लिखा है? यहाँ पे डॉट लिखा है, बिकॉज डॉट इट इज व्हाट अ स्केलर प्रोडक्ट, उसका आंसर क्या आने वाला है? स्केलर क्वांटिटी। ओके, so v bar is equal to v square equals u square plus 2a bar dot s bar. This is the second kinematical equation. Third kinematical equation क्या है? v bar is equal to u bar plus a bar t. Again t is a scalar quantity, इसके लिए dot cross कुछ नहीं है इन दोनों के बीच में। So next is what kinematical equations in curvilinear motion suppose. Okay, तो आपको एनालॉगस क्वांटिटीज लिखना है, बस ज्यादा नहीं। s का एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या है? थीटा, तो इधर आएगा थीटा बार। u it is what an initial velocity, velocity का एनालॉगस क्वांटिटी क्या था? ओमेगा। तो सपोज इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय ओमेगा 0। ओके, सो u क्या हो जाएगा? ओमेगा 0। t तो दोनों में सेम था टाइम, देन a का क्या हो जाएगा? अल्फा। तो पहला पहला क्या आएगा? पहला इक्वेशन आएगा दिस इक्वेशन इट इज व्हाट? थीटा बार इट इज इक्वल टू ओमेगा 0 बार t प्लस हाफ अल्फा बार t स्क्वायर। ओके, so u it is represented by what? ओमेगा 0। चलो ठीक है, अभी नेक्स्ट वाला तो आप बता सकते हो। सेकंड वाला क्या रहेगा? v के जगह पे क्या आएगा? ओमेगा स्क्वायर। तो ओमेगा स्क्वायर इक्वल्स ओमेगा 0 स्क्वायर प्लस 2 अल्फा बार डॉट s की जगह पे क्या? थीटा बार। सो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट काइनेमेटिकल इक्वेशन। ओमेगा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू ओमेगा 0 स्क्वायर प्लस 2 अल्फा बार डॉट थीटा बार। ओके, व्हाट इज द थर्ड वन? थर्ड वन इज v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस at। v के जगह पे क्या आएगा? ओमेगा बार इट इज
is equal
इक्वल
to
टू
omega 0 plus alpha t.
okay, good, very good. So omega bar equals omega 0 bar plus alpha bar into t. Okay, so these are the kinematical equations which we can derive using analogous quantities. Okay, function. So write this.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay, good.
नहीं नहीं not done. Wait.
Okay.
हो गया.
Okay. Okay. So in this slide, we understood the definition of anomalous quantities and kinematical equations in linear and curvilinear motion. So these are simple. Okay. Next is we will start with the actual topic. The first topic of this rotational dynamics, it is circular motion. So as I told you that this chapter can be divided into two parts, circular motion and second will be rotational motion. So the first is what circular motion. So what is circular motion? Circular motion means if suppose an object is there. So this is what an object or particle or body, whatever you want to say. So this is what an object. Okay. So this is moving along the circumference of a circle. So whenever an object moves along the circumference of a circle, it is said to be performing what? Circular motion. So just particle को क्या करना है? Along the circumference of a circle move करवाना. So this will be performing what? A circular motion. Okay. So what is the definition of circular motion? The definition of circular motion is whenever a particle or object moves along the circumference of a circle, it is said to be performing what? Circular motion. So what do you think? What are the examples of circular motion? Motion of planets around the sun, right? It is what suppose it is considered to be what a circular motion. Then if suppose there is what a positively charged nucleus, then these are what electrons which are revolving around this, which are circulating around this nucleus. So this electrons, they are performing what? Circular motion. These electrons are performing what? Circular motion. Right now. So these are the examples of circular motion. If suppose you consider clock. So this is suppose minute hand or second hand of a clock. So this is the complete hand. Okay. So suppose this is the clock. So if suppose you consider only tip. So only tip of clock, it is going to perform what? Only tip will perform what? Circular motion. Only tip it is going to perform what? Circular motion. Only tip will perform circular motion. But the complete hand, if you consider, the complete hand, it will perform rotational motion. Complete hand will perform what? Rotational motion. Circular motion may, there should not be any relation with respect to center. There should not be any relation with respect to axis of rotation. Agar relation hai, so it is not a circular motion. It is what? Rotational motion, right? What is circular motion? Circular motion means just the movement of the particle along the circumference of a circle. Circumference क्या होता है? ये circumference होता है वो locus of the point. What are circumference? These are the locus of the point from the fixed point, and that fixed point it is called as what? The center of the circle. Right now, getting or not? So what are the examples? Example, it is the revolution of planets around the sun, and the second is motion of tip of minute hand of a clock. So tip is very important. While the complete minute hand, if suppose we consider, then it won't will be performing circular motion, it will be performing rotational motion. Okay. So this we understood the definition of circular motion. Then what is the difference between circular motion and rotational motion? Yes, what I said now. What is the difference between circular motion and rotational motion? Rotational motion mein there will be a reference point. There will be a reference of the center, or there will be an axis of rotation will be given to you. Okay. So in circular motion, there these terms will not be available. Only the particle it is going to move along the circumference of a circle. Okay. So what is the difference between circular motion and rotational motion? First point is, in circular motion, the particle or body moves around a point which is not on the particle or a body in a circular motion, right? So moves around a point means what? Moves around a point means that point it is called as what? Center. So in circular motion, a particle moves around a point. So it moves around the center. Okay. And that point it is not lying inside that object. If suppose this is an object, or center it is inside the object. Okay. This is what an object, and center it is inside the object. That means this object it is performing rotational motion, right? So वो center के आसपास ही घूम रहा है. So this is performing what? Rotational motion. Getting or not? So circular motion may this center point should not be on the body. Okay, it should be outside the body. So the first point is in circular motion, the particle or a body moves around the point which is not on the particle of the body. The second point is in rotational motion, the object rotates in a circular path with respect to an imaginary axis known as what? Axis of rotation. So in rotational motion, it will be given to you. The axis of rotation will be given to you. Suppose this is what the spinning of electron. Suppose electrons are what spinning. So electron हमेशा spin करते हैं about its axis. Suppose the rotation of the earth. So rotation it is around the axis of rotation, right now. Rotation of the earth कितना time लगाता है 24 hours. Okay. So this rotation it is about this axis. ये axis के along earth क्या करता है? Spin करता है. Earth क्या perform करता है? Rotational motion perform करता है. Right? What is the third point? Hence, in the case of clock hands, example it is what? Minute hand. So clock hand hour hand होता है, minute hand होता है, second hand होता है. Okay. So the complete hand perform क्या? Rotational motion, while only the tip of the minute hand or clock hand it performs what? Circular motion, right? So क्योंकि सिर्फ tip की बात करें, so tip it does not have any relation with respect to center. It does not know where the axis of rotation is. So tip only moves along the circumference of a circle. So tip is performing what? Circular motion. While if suppose you consider complete hand, so complete hand देखो center से joined है, right now. So center से joined है, that means it is performing what? It is performing rotational motion. Okay, चलो एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ आपको, फैन का एग्जांपल देता हूँ. ओके, सो दिस आर व्हाट ब्लेड्स ऑफ फैन. दिस आर व्हाट ब्लेड्स ऑफ फैन. तो ये फैन के ब्लेड्स जो है, व्हाट दिस ब्लेड्स आर परफॉर्मिंग? कंप्लीट ब्लेड्स. If suppose fan is turned on, the fan will start rotating. Okay, so what the blades are performing? Circular motion or rotational motion?
Rotational motion.
So these blades will be performing rotational motion. अगर suppose ये blades के ऊपर dust particles है, these are what dust particles. Now dust particle को बिल्कुल भी नहीं पता कि where it is what attached, कितना distance है उसका center से. So सिर्फ dust particle की बात करें, so dust particle क्या कर रहे हैं? Circular motion perform कर रहे हैं. It is moving along the circumference of a circle, right now. So these dust particles are performing what? Circular motion, right? If suppose second hand लेते हैं, second hand of a clock, so this is what a second hand of a clock. So एक second hand के ऊपर एक ant है, okay, suppose एक चींटी है second hand के ऊपर. So this ant it is performing what? Ant will be performing circular motion, while the complete second hand it will be performing what? Rotational motion. Right? Again, if suppose I give you example of the rigid body. So this is what a rigid body. This is what mass m, rigid body जिसका mass is m. This is what the axis of rotation. So ये complete object it is performing क्या? कौन सा motion? Circular motion or rotational motion? Rotational motion, because this is what axis of rotation is given. Axis of rotation is given. Now if suppose I consider point masses, this is what point mass m1, this is point mass m2, this is point mass m3. Now what this point masses will perform is circular motion. So this point masses are performing what? Circular motion. Okay, so this m1, m2, m3 point masses are going to perform circular motion. Okay, so this is the difference between rotational motion and circular motion. Understood this much or not? Right? So have you written these things?
Yes.
First is the definition of circular motion. So whenever an object moves along the circumference of a circle, it is said to be performing circular motion. The difference between circular motion and rotational motion is, in rotational motion, axis information will be provided, while in the circular motion, there won't be any relation with respect to center or the axis. The particle just have to move along the circumference of a circle.
सर ये लिखना है ना?
हाँ लिख दो, फटाफट करो. Is completed. The area completed.
हाँ सर.
Akash completed. Amay. Yes, Amay completed.
Yes, sir.
Mihir complete. किया.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next concept is radius vector. Okay. So this will we will understand in next lecture. So what today's lecture we understood? We understood the definition of circular motion, the difference between circular and rotational motion. We understood what are analogous quantities. Okay. Analogous quantities, and after that we understood the different types of physical quantities and their analogous quantities, and then kinematical equations. So any doubt in today's lecture?
No, sir.
Okay. No doubt, right? So let me take attendance. Okay, done. Okay, goodbye all of you. Take care.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye
Bye,
sir.
sir. Bye, sir.